going to be a brief, um, divine daily message. It's funny, I keep wanting to call it that, the daily divine vibe or something like that. I feel like the name of it is kind of changing, but I'm still sticking with daily vibes for right at the moment until I know what it will change to. I don't know. Um, Either way, I'm enjoying this morning. I mean, crazy things are happening all the time, and I'm really loving being in a vibration where I can feel all of my feelings, and yet it doesn't sink me into the depths of the shadows, which is really fun and delightful to experience. And it feels like there's definitely a collective energy on that. Like, especially last year, we went into a lot of energy that took us into spins and karmic carnivals, and those things are, I mean, those elements and energies are still, they happen all the time. That's part of what astrology is all about. But when we choose, or and instead of but, when we choose to go on our healing path and to play with the deliciousness that the divine offers us, we don't have to go there in the same way that we went before. We can do it in a new way. And it feels like this is kind of part of the lessons being learned collectively. And there are definitely different places on the spiral cycle that all of us are on or at or observing other people at. You might be on a level where you're feeling comfortable with all your squishes and delights and noticing other people who are not quite comfortable there. They might be in kind of a thing, like doing a thing, or you might notice others that are deep, deep, deep in it. You might hear of others. You might start noticing that within your vibration, you don't really have so many people that are off the deep end, but you hear about them through other people who are kind of a midpoint in there. And it feels like some of you today are going to really be noticing the cycles and rhythms of life. Was it return to the rhythm of the life? In the morning light. I can't remember all the words, but that song feels very relevant. So if you feel like listening to it, go for it. In any case, I think what I'm going to do is flow into the end of this video with, so I have two newer decks. I have this one. It's the Forest Fae by Nadia Turner, and I love it. It gives little messages, and I have Divine Feather Messenger by Alison De Nicola and David Scherer. I hope they forgive me if I did not say their names right. In any case, the card that we got for today's daily vibes of the Fae cards is the Storyteller. Stories are medicine, strengthening and renewing. And I find it really funny because I was going to come on and do this stuff and I had not pulled that card yet. And I decided to add some stories to the story of us, which was really funny. And then I pulled that card and was like, ha, that's funny. Right? Now, these decks are the feather deck. It's very awesome. I think I'm going to use it also to do some more feather videos because I don't always have a live feather to be able to talk about the bird feathers that I know about and things like that. So that might be fun. Stay tuned if you enjoy my feather videos. Now, what we got, I'm going to read these cards and then I will read the lovely description that comes in it because I really like what they add to it. So we have Crow. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. And it's funny, one of its friends, Blackbird, the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are now unfolding. And Canary, step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. And this one in particular feels like the strongest energy. And also, it feels very much like DM energy because only the male canary sings. And also, it does, it reminds me of canary in a coal mine, and it feels kind of like masculine energies. And it doesn't mean that you're necessarily, you know, it's not necessarily attached to gender, but it does feel like there are many masculines and many maybe feminines and masculine energy kind of sending a canary into the coal mines. Like, is this okay? Can I send it? Will you respond? So some of you might be getting messages that are kind of like dipping the toes in. It doesn't have to be from your DMs or anything. This isn't a twin flame specific reading, but it does feel like a very twin flamey sort of day. And so, just be on the lookout for that. Or it might even be that you get messages from others that can actually tell you a little bit about what's going on with somebody that you may be waiting to hear from. Now, in the book, let's see, we'll go with Crow. Crow is a common bird that likes to test, intrigue, and annoy. They can often be found in groups creating sound in a mob-like fashion with their caw to warn or drive off predators. The common crow is black with dark blue or purple tones. It has deep associations with nighttime, the material, and the womb. Crows are highly intelligent sentinels who perch in trees overseeing the flow of activity. They remind us that creation and magic are part of the cosmic energy. Under the guidance of universal laws, we find an incredible roadmap for manifesting our desires. Message: the crow is a wise messenger of the power of creation. Crow speaks the language of the universal creator and asks you to go into darkness to tap your manifesting abilities. Pay attention to messages, visions, and signs. The universal laws govern all and tell us that there is an unending field of potential that can be accessed. You can think of its magic or universal energy. It matters not. The energy of Crow is urging you to start creating all that you desire. Crow playfully reminds you to enjoy the process. Affirmation: I acknowledge my own higher connection. I am a powerful channel. Yes, I am, right? Yes, you are. Okay, let's see. Blackbird was next. Blackbird. The blackbird has long been considered a bird of mystery with its own unique folklore. This is a messenger who often communicates through his loud and magical song. Reminds me of that one, Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Anyways, blackbirds with their dark plumes are associated with the unseen worlds and are thought to be the gateway to unseen reality. Blackbirds remind us that not everything is as it seems to the naked eye. Message: the blackbird calls you to unseen realms. This messenger encourages you to welcome in the mysteries and magic that which is not in plain sight. Allow the song of blackbird to invite you to move beyond your usual limits and find your hidden potential. The gifts that we find in the shadows are often the greatest inspirations. All we need to do is step forward and seek what is right there in the twilight. Allow yourself to push past the ordinary boundaries and take the journey with Blackbird. As you do, be open to new information and opportunities that await you. Affirmation: I embrace and am open to the mystery and magic in life. All right, last but certainly not least, Canary. The canary is a songbird that is thought to have originally migrated from the Canary Islands. The canary has symbolic ties to musicianship and the power of sound and sound healing. They also have close associations with vocal and speech expressions. These birds also signify awakening and heightened sensitivity to the elements. The sensitive nature of canary reminds us to use our voice to uplift, inspire, and heal rather than to disempower ourselves and others. Message: the beautiful tones of your unique song are coming together in a new way. Let go of hesitation and step fully into empowered expression. This may be a call to music, sound, healing, speaking your truth, or teaching others. Be aware that what you have to say and how you express it is important. What song are you singing to yourself? Allow Canary to show you the way to bring your voice and expressions forward so that your song can be heard. Stepping into empowered expressions is truly accelerated growth. Allow Canary to guide you through. It's funny, energies, communication. Affirmation: I allow my expression to awaken. I am unique and valued. And I love the theme on there. I mean, yes, it is birds, but not all. In fact, a lot of them do not necessarily talk about music, even though many birds and many of the birds in this deck are songbirds. So music is definitely a beautiful, good connection today. And it is in many ways, like the Fae card talked about, it is storytelling. Music still tells stories. And storytelling is its own kind of medicine. And I mean, we can see that throughout the history of mankind. Every culture, from the farther back you go, the more you see that stories are told and are often used to teach and heal and impart wisdom that cannot be burned or taken away, things like that. And music, in its own right, is a special kind of love language, especially for certain individuals. Not that it's not for everybody, but it's definitely heightened for some. All right, thanks so much for watching and adding your vibes to the tribe with the like, share, subscribe, and I'll check you out in the next video.